listening to Gents on Broke Billionaires Podcast. We're going to get lit. Jay?
All right, man, this is the Broke Billionaires Podcast. I'm Sham.
And this is Lewis.
We got a special guest in the building today.
Hello.
Jens, my guy.
Hang, how you doing, bro?
What's going on, my brother?
I'm fine. I'm healthy, which is like the best thing you could say
Especially
right now.
now. Especially now.
2020 March, I'm healthy, I'm breathing.
That's all that matters, bro. So give the people a little bit of background about your music and like what you're doing right now.
So, just released an album, The Love You Die For. It's the first real album on Apple, like Spotify, Tidal, everything except SoundCloud. So like this is the most legitimate project I've dropped in a while. Yeah. I'm an artist. I sing and I rap and I do anything. I think that's my thing. If I were to say like, oh, what would you say you are as an artist? I want to.
So you can say you're in your own lane right now.
Yeah, I am definitely in my own lane.
But I like that style, how you can like to sing and rap.
Yeah.
Like, that's dope. Not a lot of people, everybody just raps.
Yeah,
especially
everybody
around
just
here.
picks one. Yeah, everybody just picks one.
Especially around here.
Yeah,
I was surprised when I heard your album, because at first, you listening to all the R&B at first.
Yeah, and
then you hit the middle, and then you're like, okay.
All right.
Then you start hitting the bop. I'm like, okay, I like this.
Yeah, though.
I like how you set it up. You said R&B first, and then you did hip hop.
And then it goes more like what the city wants.
Yes.
And then it kind of finishes off, but this is still me.
Yeah, this is still you. Yeah.
Definitely. I'm actually glad you caught that, because not a lot of people have caught that.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah. So where do you get your style from? Like, who inspired you?
I mean, it's weird because like when I was in middle school, I didn't really listen to rap. My mom, I don't know why, I didn't, like, my sister listened to dancehall a lot. She listened to, like, Young Drake, like, Best I Ever Had.
Yeah.
And then I always thought, what the hell is she playing? Because Drake, Best I Ever Had, was raunchy as hell. And I was like, this is disgusting. And then, I don't know. Dude, I used to listen to, like, rock. My mom put me onto rock. Yeah. And then she liked Eminem. And so, because she liked Eminem, I started listening to Mockingbird and When I'm Gone. And then just lyrics that meant something to him.
So who's your favorite band since you listen to rock? Like,
my favorite band is Journey.
I like them, man. I like that.
Yeah. I can't say nothing about that.
Nah, I like that.
I'm not even gonna lie.
That's the type of music I like,
Yeah, Journey was literally, I still listen to this day.
And what is it about them, though?
They sing. Yeah, I like the way they
you
sing.
Make me weak.
I like the way they sing and stuff like that.
It's soft. It's not rock, like stereotypical rock.
Yeah.
It's soft and melodical, and I listen to them more now because I'm trying to get inspiration from like different genres.
Yeah.
So that's what I listen to.
Oh, I like that.
And then high school was Kanye and Drake, and I listened to all the essentials after they were essentials, and I was like, oh, so this is what people like. I was like, oh, like all of Kanye's albums I listened to 2-3 years after they were dropped, because I didn't know who Kanye was.
Yeah.
Or Drake. Yeah. My first Drake album that I heard from front to back was Take Care, and that for my 15-year-old head, I was sad as hell. I was like, damn, this guy's saying the real shit. But yeah, I would say that's my inspiration. Now it's more like artists people don't listen to as often or love to hate. I listen to Russ a lot.
Okay.
This guy Rex Light Farage, which is basically Russ's boy. And a lot of local artists I listen to more now.
Do you listen to a lot of like spoken word?
Yeah, I started writing poetry in high school.
Yeah,
I used to
too.
Yeah. So I used to. You can't see it, but I have like all my writing on my arm. Most of the ones that I like love the most.
Yeah.
And then through that, I listened to this YouTube Button Poetry, and I used to watch spoken word a lot, and then perform a lot, and then music just kind of came along after like in college when my boy was a producer, and he was like, yo, hear this? And obviously if you're hearing a beat and you like it, everyone freestyles, whether they're a rapper, artist, they just freestyle.
That's what I like. I like beats, so I love it.
Freestyling is fun, so I'm always down to freestyle. Not now, like live, I'll probably say some stupid shit, but like in a car.
Yeah, in a car, like just vibing out.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel you, bro. So tell me, when you what was the meaning behind the Love You Die For?
So 2 years ago, I was in the studio in Haverhill, and I went there a lot, Fate Studios. And when I was there one day, I was recording, and there was a dude in the recording room. Mind you, it's just me in here. Yeah. So I'm like, why is there a fucking dude looking at me recording a song? I'm like, this is the weirdest shit in the world. And I'm not gonna say his name, but when I went out there, he was talking about my music, and he was like, "Yo, bro, I feel like you make songs people want to kill themselves too." And I was like, I mean, thanks.
How did you feel? Like,
yeah. Well, first off, that's disrespectful, but I mean, I make emotional music, real stuff. Like I say things. I don't lie in my music. Yeah. Nothing I've said in my music thus far, I've like.
Yeah, the way he said it was wrong.
Yeah,
did you kill yourself.
Like, oh yeah, like dang, suicide music.
Yeah,
I didn't think that's what I did.
Definitely not that. Not at all.
So 2-3 years later down, I'm trying to make a project, and lately I've been making music that the city can bop to. I started listening to more to trap music this year, and I'm like, damn, these guys are saying real stuff. Cowboy says real things. Lil TJ experienced these real things, and they have it on a dope beat. Exactly. So I was like, you know what? I want to make music like this. And in the process of making music like that and sticking to my roots, I make love music that, like, the love you die for, bro. It not only is it like a double entendre in terms of the women that I've obviously messed with and the experiences of that, but also this is the music that you're gonna die for regardless. Like, you gonna like this song and you gonna like my music, whether it be kill yourself music or just good music in general. Like, this is the one you die for. And that's
so that producer that you met in Salem, you still
that is my boy.
So he's the one who exposed you to
music.
So he brought you into the studio and said, "Yo, come in here."
No. So he produced in Salem State. We dormed together, and he's from Lawrence, and we got mad close. He became more my brother. He moved to Florida and told Uncle, shout out Braulio.
Shout out Braulio.
Braulio Reyes. I don't know if you know him, but yeah, he went to HHS. And then David, 2 years later, he started building a studio and started engineering, and him and I go way back as far as Shamil does. So
you know him?
Yeah, we
that guy right here.
Oh,
baby.
okay.
we know each other in here. Yeah. And then like he hit me up saying, "Hey, come to the studio, this and that, to record a song. I want to just test vocals out." And then 3-4 years later, him and I are a team, and he taught me how to engineer. I engineer artists now all around the city. And I also make my music on the side too, and that makes me a better artist because I now know how to mix my vocals, how to fix everything. Like,
you know how you want to sound.
I know exactly how I want to sound, and more now. There's little kids, these TikTok using kids, who want to make music and they don't know how, and I'm their age, like true. By 3-4 years. So I'm now showing kids that they can make music too.
I like that, bro. So we noticed in your album, you use a lot of guitars.
Yeah.
Is there? Give me the reason behind that.
I love guitars. Like, literally, it's actually a problem. So I have to stop using guitars.
Yeah, but I know what you mean, like that Gunna type.
Yeah.
Like that Gunna type
and
beat.
It just sounds comforting, and I think it might be the rock thing, or it might be just.
It could be.
It's a Spanish thing, man. You hear guitars, too, you know something real is about to be done. When was the last time you heard a guitar and you're like, damn, he didn't even say anything nice?
That's very true.
Even A Boogie, me and my guitar. It's like, there's a reason. A guitar sets a presence in your music, and it's real.
So who would you say your top 3 artists is right now? Like,
damn. Right now, I would say.
Who do you listen to the most? These top 3. Like, if I was to go on your Apple Music.
Cowboy would be one of those.
Okay.
Rex Life Raj, which is the artist I told you about. Everyone should look him up. And for the third, honestly, my Apple Music will probably tell you me, but
oh, okay.
Not even to sound cocky, but more because I probably just don't. I'm probably just trying to find something to hate. But damn, for a third, I'm gonna say J. Cole because that's an easy way out.
It's okay
but
to say you though. That's fine.
Is it?
That's fine.
Me.
That's
me.
Fine.
I listen to me. 100%.
Bro, so what are you trying to do as an artist? Obviously, everybody, there's plenty of artists out here. Mm-hmm. What are you trying to do to separate yourself right now? Whether it's marketing, whether it's getting your music out differently, like whether it's different performances.
So, to set myself different from a lot of artists, and it's funny because I knew this question was coming and I didn't know how to answer it. Yeah. But honestly, I honestly think that if you stay in your lane, right, and you keep true to yourself and you do the things you have to do, then you're already doing 85 to 90% different than a lot of artists here. Because there's a difference between liking A Boogie and trying to sound like A Boogie. Okay. There's a difference in liking J. Cole and you physically or like sonically not sounding like J. Cole but trying to be J. Cole.
Yeah.
And then hearing J. Cole and being like, damn, that was real. Lost Ones is real.
Just being pure.
Yeah. Being yourself 100% will literally make you different than artists in general, not even locally.
Yeah, it's just different in artists in general.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, like the upcoming, like the artists that are already up there, they just rap about the stuff that they have.
Yeah.
We don't have that.
The only reason
You know
why
what I
you
mean?
know these artists is because they didn't sound like anybody but themselves. And someone was like, this is different.
Yeah,
I like this.
exactly.
So it makes no sense for me to get on a track and be like, Lil Baby.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts.
Because they already have a little baby,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Everyone's going to be like,
Yeah.
oh, I like him, but he's like Lil Baby 2.0. And the last thing you want to do is be an artist
Exactly.
2.0.
Name secondly.
See, I like
Yeah.
that because you, like you said, you're in R&B and you're in rap.
Yeah.
So you're getting the women's ears, and then again you're
Yeah.
getting the bot from the guys as well. So
Pause.
you're already in two demographics though.
Yeah.
You feel me? You understand
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the right way to do it.
I think so, too. I mean,
You get more listeners.
women push numbers faster than
Exactly.
men.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like if your girl likes a song, she's gonna play it on the car ride home while she's doing her makeup or for her vlogs, and that's been me in all 3 occasions. So whenever people tell me they hear me, it's probably because their girl played it. It's not because they probably listen to me themselves.
Wow.
I know it's
Right.
fucked up.
No,
It's so
but it's
fucked up.
but it's good
but it's
too.
good at the same time.
Yeah,
Because it's just
True.
different, you know what I mean?
True.
It's different.
Yeah.
This is true.
Because it like most people are just aiming straight for the guys right away. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna
Yeah.
make this rap song. Everybody's gonna fuck with it. But then
Yeah.
again, you went right into R&B.
And I'm like,
That's
this is for the
true.
women.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
it's smooth.
Yeah, thank you.
It's on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Not just for women.
Thank
and
you.
that's where you separate yourself from everybody else. I would say.
I like to think so. Thank you. It's crazy people acknowledge that, or the fact that like you acknowledge it
Yeah.
means it's working.
Yeah.
So
Means
why
we're
don't you
doing
have any features on any of your album or like anything you drop?
I don't like features.
Why is that?
Because I have a certain vision in my music and a certain direction, and I don't need help getting there. That's like a competitive part of me, but also because I do have features with people, and there's been people in my old music where they were in there, and shout out to them because the only reason why I even had it still there is because they did exactly what I intended. But honestly, nowadays I'm more of I want it done right, then I'm gonna do it myself, and also because whenever I start a song, it's very hard for me to allow someone on it because any song I make, I'm like 100% invested in, and I'm like, nah, I want it.
So how long does it take you for you to like an average usually
An hour,
to do a whole thing?
a whole song, an hour, or less. It will never. If it takes an hour and a half, 2, I don't finish it.
And are you writing or are you just going straight off the top?
I'm writing.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it.
There's rare occasions now where I go off the top, but then I just end up going back into the writing like headspace and just writing over the mumbles that I had, or like the cool lyrics. I'm like, keep that one, delete the other ones, boom, 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 and then yeah. So an hour.
I like.
So and you do it at the studio or
Yeah. I used to be driving and hearing beats and writing, but when I got introduced to studio life and I got the keys and I had to do what I had to do, there was no reason to not
So
write
give me
there.
the process when you're in the studio about making a song, any song.
All right. First off, it's the mood. I can go to a studio, and because I basically live there, if I don't feel like making a song, it's not gonna be done. It's not. And then I find the beat, the beat that follows the mood of the day. If it's a guitar beat, which 9 times out of 10 it probably will be, like I'll listen to the beat and then I hear it 1,000 times until I decide this is the beat I have to buy, and then put it in Logic. So I'll hear the beat 1,000 times. If I think of the hook before I download it, even better. If I don't, we gonna write the verse, and maybe the hook comes later, or maybe that's in a conversation where maybe we should have a feature. But then I find the beat, put it on Logic, and then from there it's just repeating the beat and filling in the words.
What's Logic?
Logic is a program that you use to record music. There's Logic, there's Ableton, there's FL Studio, there's
I know about FL
there's
Studio.
so many that I do not care about unless it's Logic. Not even Pro Tools. I'm sorry. I know there's gonna be a lot of people like I engineer here, but I engineer on Logic. It's way easier. A lot of more professionals are starting to use it. It's a lot easier to use, and because of where I work, I got it for free. So it became an easy thing to
Damn,
use.
So hookup.
It is. It was a $300 discount.
Wow. Nah, because those things could be expensive. Is those things
What?
like that?
Yeah.
Like FL Studio and stuff like that. I know that thing could be expensive.
Especially because the plugins you have to buy. As a
Yeah,
producer,
it's the plugins.
producers
It's the
don't get as
plugins.
much clout as they deserve because they're spending like $20,000 to $40,000.
What do you mean by plugins?
Plugins?
Different like sounds.
Yeah.
Like
okay,
different
okay.
like.
So
weird
auto tune would be a plugin.
Yeah.
So any song you hear right now, mainstream music, was used by plugins. So auto tune, that's a $300 program that I bought. That's just one. That's just you to use auto tune. That's $300.
Damn.
Yeah. So and then waves could be $800 to $900 depending on the bundle, or if you have a cool hacker friend, free. But like, it's expensive.
You haven't found that cool.
I have not found that fucking hacker friend.
So going back to your album, that song "Free," like what made you come up with that song? Like,
damn, free. You know what? I like free.
I like Free a lot.
And I think I like free because of its rowdiness. It's like I pull up to the club and I look so fresh. Diamonds never lie when it's on my chest. Like, free just came from the fact of just living life. Summer, I started going to clubs more, and I don't go to clubs, so if you see me, it's rare. Just say hi to me, because I'm probably like bored or like mad, like in the corner doing nothing. But free was just a chance where I could be as like fun and as rowdy as possible. And it was also like I don't get to flex as much ever in my music. I don't have the opportunities to do so. So with
Why is that?
Because I just don't feel comfortable. Like
it's not you.
Yeah, like so many I give so much props to music locally when dudes are like, yeah, like she sucked my dick, of course she did. And it's just like, what? Like, of course she did. And I'm like, nah. Like, so that was my opportunity to be rowdy because now I have receipts. Now I actually live my life, and I talk to a lot more women than I used to, and I'm a lot more comfortable as an artist and more as a person. So free was like, yeah, like I pull up to the club, like diamonds never lie when it's on my chest. So it's like, it was the truth. It was like, this is what it is now. This is my music now. Mm-hmm.
That is the wave, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, so what are you using like to get your music out?
Like,
what's the platform? Obviously, like to get it to Apple Music and Spotify.
I use DistroKid.
That what like distributes it?
Yeah, so it's a distributor. I use DistroKid, but I'm working on leaving DistroKid and using another one. We don't know which one yet, but we're trying to figure that out because certain distributors let you do certain things a lot more like freely. Like if I want to change my artist page on Tidal, which has to be fixed, Spotify, which is perfect, and then Apple Music, which is whenever they want it to be perfect. So DistroKid I use now, but working on moving somewhere else, so we don't know yet. But
all right. So how does DistroKid work?
You have to register all your songs. Any songs you're getting money off, it has to be registered under your BMI. And then DistroKid is just a mediator. What will get you as an artist and your MP3 files to mainstream and major platforms. And they're just the guys that do the paperwork and everything else to just hand it out to all these, like Amazon, Deezer, Shazam, if you pay for that. So YouTube. So you have to use a distributor, or you have to essentially own your own record label in order to push it out. But there's always a distributor.
So have you thought about using United Masters?
No. I actually don't know much about United Masters.
Yeah, cause we interviewed it's a Coop, and he told us that that's what he uses.
About the United Masters, yeah.
It depends. It honestly depends on which one you find first nowadays, especially as a coming up artist trying to be on major platforms. Yeah. But if it's on there, and he's on there, and I'm on there, and they both sound sonically the same, then it might work. So we have to
that's how you started, right? You didn't start like through SoundCloud? So SoundCloud?
I did.
Oh, you did?
Horribly, yeah. I have most of my...
Why did you say horribly?
Because, man, honestly, if I knew SoundCloud was going to get to the point where it's at now, in terms of numbers and, like, stock and how many people don't use it anymore, then I don't think I would have invested so much money into it. I think I would have just started... If I can go back in time, I'd start off on major platforms right away, right? Yeah. If I had the connections I have, it would be a way different story, right? But that's the joy of making music. You grow, you adapt, you start on SoundCloud using a mic and your mom's extra room in the second floor.
That's true.
And then you have somewhere to put it. And then you use free beats because you don't got money like that.
Yeah.
And then now I can't even use a beat that's free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now things are just more expensive. So like if I can go back, I'd stay there because it was way easier. But
now everything's more legit. Now,
yeah,
you know what I
grow,
mean?
the money wasn't showing. Now it is. So
that's what's up.
That's what's dope, though.
mm-hmm.
So when are you like working towards a new, like, or are you just relaxing right now?
Never relaxing. And that's one thing I learned.
Yeah, as an upcoming artist, you can't relax.
It's so bad.
Because that's the image that I see where, like, some people, like,
they drop something
just, like,
and then just
be like, all right, let me just sit
kick
down.
their feet
It's
up.
over, right?
Yeah. So it's kind of like, how do I say, like when you get a raise in a job, you don't just stop working because you got the raise.
I like how you compared that.
So it's like, now that I dropped this project, that is more of a reason to keep going with full flames. Like, I dropped the project, boom, the Love You Die For, promoted it for like 3 weeks, boom, new video, freestyling, a mirror song, you know? It sets the tone. Like, oh, Jens is now singing and rapping on trap beats. Psych, now it's a rap song. Here's a rap song. And then we're working on a new song for the summer, and it's crazy, and we're taking our time with it, and it's coming out soon with visuals. So the work ethic is going to be longer because the delivery is going to be 100% crazy automatically. Like, I told you before.
Yeah.
But
I was just about to ask you that. Talk to me about that collaboration with Dual Vision and what you did on that Monday.
The Music Monday.
Yes, that Music Monday.
So, in order, Music Monday, the performance was crazy. I got to perform with a bunch of starving artists and people who are trying to make a name of themselves, and it was a competition. Yeah. I myself don't like competitions.
Where's that at? It
was at El Taller, but it changes venues. Their next venue's supposed to be bigger, so we're just waiting on that.
Okay.
But it was literally like amazing. People came, they recorded, there was a flash of lights. So for kids who've never performed before, in that lineup of 6 artists, there were kids who've never performed. They got the full package of what it feels like to be an artist. And I got second place, but that's literally 5 more places than I thought I was going to be at. And 2, it was just a different experience. It was fun. It was different. And I got a lot of love from it. So it was definitely cool. And in that, I became a lot better boys with the team behind Dual Vision, Ariel and Caesar. They're brothers. And their motive and their mindset behind Dual Vision is 2 brothers, 2 cameras, that one person that has that one vision. They're going to make it work. It's going to happen. It's going to, whatever you have, that vision is going to, they're going to help you see it. Yeah. And they've been helping me see it. They've been coming into the studio. They see the songs. They see the image that I have. And the only reason why I can work with these guys is when they regurgitate whatever they feel, that's exactly what I thought of. Okay. And I think that's exactly who people should work with.
Everybody's on the same page.
Yeah. Like don't pay $3,000 for this videographer who's never met you.
Yeah.
I'd rather pay a certain amount. Yeah.
Especially if you're trying to put like videos out.
Yeah. So it's not all about the money. It really isn't. It's the connection, the dynamic.
Yeah. That's very true. I actually like that video that you did with Dual Vision.
Yeah,
the mic drop, that was smooth. That
was something we had the idea of doing, but they brought it together quick and fast.
Was smooth. That was real smooth.
I'm just wondering who their next artist is gonna be for that, because that's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so is that a thing? Like they're
that is
be
going to be their
regular
thing.
Mm-hmm. But they don't. It's not always. It's always at the taller. Or
no,
just
that
spots?
mine's with Purpose. They have different venues to do the competition.
Mine's with Purpose. That's what they call it. Okay.
Yeah, okay. And then Dual Vision, it's a videography team, and they decide and they pinpoint which artist they would want to put onto that live platform, where if your favorite song, like let's say, like what you see like A Boogie doing Me and My Guitar live, or Gunna doing that in Colors, that's exactly what they're doing, but they're giving the smaller kids or the smaller people a chance to make it out.
Really smooth. I like that.
I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think those Music Mondays are something that should be more often?
Yeah.
Like,
I think
they're beneficial for upcoming artists.
Yeah, so not more often in terms of like they should do it more often, because when they do it, it's going to hit every time.
Okay.
But I definitely feel like people should be more aware of it. I think We haven't had something like that in a while.
Yeah, I never like heard about some shit. That's
true.
like on some 8 Miles.
Mm-hmm.
No,
You know,
yeah,
literally,
what I mean?
you
It's
go,
like rap
you go
battling.
in, you feel like you got it. 5 other people think they got it too.
exactly.
Do it,
Yeah,
you know?
that's solid.
and
I like
everybody
that.
wins at the end of the day.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's
like
true.
you put a room with 100, 200 people in there.
And you're performing,
And
getting
you
your music out there.
Someone in there's gonna be like, yeah, that was dope. That was crazy. You know how many people came up to me after and they're like, no one makes music like you no more. And it's just like, oh, thanks.
That's
So,
solid.
yeah.
See, it's that R&B in you.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
and it was like older people. Like no one
Yeah.
raps anymore. Good job. I was like, damn.
That's
Thank
why I asked you about that spoken word, because
Mhm.
you really get real lyrical and you get real like poetry with it. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
knows
like,
that.
but you wrote poetry, you said, right?
Yeah, that plays a big part in the music now, the poetry. Cause back then I used to just post it on Instagram for people to watch or like to double tap and read, and people used to like hit me up now. But it's way easier to hear poetry than it is to read it.
Yes,
So
Exactly.
And
exactly.
especially your delivery,
Mhm.
like the way you say it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's very true.
That's what really matters. Sometimes, especially if you sing, the way you deliver it,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like you feel it.
Anybody can sing too. I feel like although like I can sing, anybody could really just, you know, it's just the way you go about music. That's my thing now. I think that's what I've been focusing on in terms of how I make new music, how I would go about it differently than most artists would think so.
I like that. So as an upcoming artist, you know, this business, I could imagine business is tough. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
getting marketing out there and stuff like that. So give me a little background on how that's going for you right now, and like what are you trying to do to get you that money in this business? You know?
It's all about the money.
It is all about the money. So the money now, right now, that's coming in is coming from streaming platforms, numbers. It's way better for your numbers to go up once everybody like is on board with it.
Yeah.
So imagine me 2 years ago alone in my room uploading a song and telling 2 of my boys, hey,
Yeah,
I have a
just
song
dropped
up,
this.
let
Yeah.
somebody know.
Yeah.
And they have like 500, 600 followers. Imagine now 10 of my boys with 500, at the minimum, 500 followers. That's way, way easier to
Exactly.
Yeah.
honestly, at this point, I don't have to do much because a lot more people are behind it. I post something, 10, 32 people will just post. And that's what I've been noticing now. The more I release and the more things I drop, more people are behind it because they're like, oh, if this guy's reposting it, I know this guy personally, he must be a good dude. Boom. So that's the snowball effect, and that's just working on itself right now.
That's solid.
So you don't go out like that, right? To like promote yourself, or not? You just stay inside.
Do I physically go out? No, I should. I should do more
Like,
shows.
yeah, I was just gonna
I
ask.
should definitely do more shows. That's been on the bucket list. But for 2020, I did a show and a video, and that's more than what I've done in the last like 2 years.
That's solid.
So
It's all
we
about
have
as long as
growth.
you're
It's all about growth.
progressing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all about growth.
yeah. So we have more on the way. So hopefully more stuff. Obviously more stuff, but in the way I do it, it's gonna hopefully it's different.
Bro, well, we
Mhm.
appreciate you, my brother.
Hey,
Yeah, it was
Yo,
nice
any
having
questions
you,
for
man.
us, my bro?
You said your favorite song is Free off the new project.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite song?
Yes, I do. Hold on. Let me give it to you right now. It's the one right before Free.
Um,
No. What about you?
What
That's
about
me.
you?
That's
What
that's my
about you? It's
thing.
crazy. We have
I'm in the phone.
With stars on the roof. I'm gonna order through it. Yeah. we have crazy ideas that are gonna come to life for that song, and the only reason why it's not been done yet is because it's going to be very expensive but very worth it. And once that song is done, I honestly think that song's gonna be in a lot of people's ears.
That's dope.
That song goes hard,
Yeah.
especially with the guitars in that one. That one
Yeah,
goes hard.
just the beginning.
Yeah.
Like you honestly feel like
You get that
mad
Spanish
Hispanic.
vibe,
Yeah, you feel mad
true.
Spanish, and you're like, oh shit.
Super true.
It has like I feel like it has to be in Florida. That song.
Yeah,
It
like
definitely.
some tropicals, you know.
Yeah.
See, I like it. See,
Palm
that's how
trees.
you know it's a good song, because you get the feeling. Like,
Yeah.
yo, I
Yeah.
can see myself. I already know
Yeah.
that feeling.
Driving in
yeah.
a drop top or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Mm.
Came to the city in an all black range. Like, bro, it's gonna be.
You gotta
it's
do
gonna
that in
be crazy.
Miami or something.
It has to be in a
DR.
place not here.
Yeah.
not with this cold going
Nah,
on.
That's for
it's just
sure, bro.
cold.
But nah, honestly, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, bro. Let the people know where to
Yeah, where to find you.
where to
and all
find
that.
all your music, everything.
So, if you search Gents anywhere, you'll find me. On Instagram, it's Gents Reyes. I think there's an underscore in front of it. Snapchat, JAYEMR. And what is else? The Twitter one. Twitter I don't use, but it's JMR also, underscore. and on Apple, Spotify, Tidal. If you see me, Jens, Jens, it's right there.
There you go.
Let's get it,
There you go, man.
Hey,
It was nice
thank
having
you,
Appreciate you, my
man.
brother, again.
Of course.
Again.
Take care, guys.
Nice
Hey,
have
it's
you,
the Bro
man.
Business Podcast.
Jay.
See you
We
next
out.
time.